what's going on YouTube? Today we're reacting to Why Nothing is an Event Anymore by Nathan Zed. Really don't know what this video is gonna be, but let's get into it, man.
18 years old and being told that in 10 years you're the one that has to plan the 10-year high school reunion. That was me. Welcome to my life, dude. That was 10 years ago. The reunion's in 2 weeks. Yeah, okay, holy Unk. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I do.
Holy, he does look like Unk, bro. I haven't seen him in so long.
The worst part is I feel like I've watched the world get so isolated and fragmented over the last 10 years. How do you even get anybody excited about anything? Nothing is an event anymore. Every album that drops is forgotten in 2 days.
Yeah,
video,
that's true.
Replaced in 24 hours. New movies out, they just dump that joint on streaming. If even Hollywood can't get people excited to go to the theater, how am I gonna get my high school to come together when that's the last thing anybody wants to do? But before I can try to do that, I have to understand, why does the world even feel that way right now? Why is it so hard to get us all collectively excited for something? And when we are, why does it only feel like it lasts for 1 week and then we move on to the next thing immediately? And is there anybody
yeah, because it's like how like release schedules are now. Like I binging a show is so nice, but I much prefer the vibes of watching a weekly show. Like, just getting it over with is nice. No cliffhangers, you know. But every week tuning in, it's so much more enjoyable. Like, it's just something to look forward to. You're hyped for it. Like when I got multiple weekly shows dropping, oh, that's so peak. And with cinemas and like Hollywood, I think COVID just really fucked it, bro. People don't care for going in the movies anymore. And when you do go, I swear, movie theater etiquette, it's actually horrible now. Like can't remember the last time I went to a movie and didn't see someone check their phone. Well, before it just did not used to be a thing, or hear people talking.
To keep the event. First of all, what even makes something feel like an event?
Marty Supreme was an event, though. That was Aura.
We're gonna make some history together today.
When I think of an event, I think of something that you just cannot miss. If I'm not part of this thing, I'm missing out. I think pop culture actually peaked this 1 week in 2019. The weekend of April 26th, 2019. 10-year buildup for the biggest movie of all time and the biggest show of all time. When Avengers Endgame and the
that was Endgame release day. It was the April
at the same time. It was just madness. Everyone's going crazy.
Bro, I remember seeing Endgame. Dude, that was insane.
I watched the episode. I gotta turn my brightness up because I can't see.
Dude, I remember when the fucking Spider-Man, what movie is it? Far From Home? Away From Home? The triple one. The one where they got Tom Holland or Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, dude. I literally came back from vacation and immediately went to see that movie with my friends.
My friends were like, don't even touch the TV. This is how involved they were in the episode. They're like, don't even touch the TV. We will watch it dark. This is how big of an event it felt like. They'd rather not see anything than miss out on the moment. And that's what makes something an event. It's more than just the product itself. It's everything around the thing. It becomes a moment.
New Star Wars has like no aura now, bro.
Want to experience it together.
Like, I can remember the last time like
stuck out way more often.
Maybe I'll see the Mandalorian movie, but I only really watched season 1.
Giving us a new classic album every month. I was definitely taking that for granted. I was listening like, oh, maybe the sequencing could have been better on this. Rihanna was like, all right, bet. I'm not dropping for another decade. Rihanna, please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. My favorite part about gaming growing up was E3. It was just this 1 week event.
Bro, do they even still do E3 now?
Nintendo, PlayStation. They're all bringing their
I remember the E3 launch trailers were crazy, bro.
To see the biggest new things in gaming all in the same week and be hyped for that all year and feel like we're all watching it together. And I was like, one day when I get old enough and I get the money, I'm gonna go there. And as soon as I did they shut it down forever.
Yeah, it's canceled.
Dead. Now every studio just
bro, old video game trailers and old video game like midnight releases, that shit was so hype, bro. I remember when BO3 dropped. I remember when some like games that you were just waiting for dropped, like Destiny. I think Destiny 2 as well. It was crazy, bro. I remember, what was that, Days Gone, the fucking zombie motorcycle game? I was so hyped for that. Ghost of Tsushima, like, it's just dying. Like, it's just there's not the hype around stuff anymore. And I think that's just because of how like much stuff there is now. You know, like think about how many, like Marvel always released a lot of movies, but think about how many Marvel movies and TV shows there are now. I think the TV shows really killed Marvel's hype because it's too much to follow, right?
Does a random live stream whenever they want, has a guy in front of a green screen. They announce some games that you haven't seen for 8 years. I can't get hyped about this stuff, man. It also felt like people were trying to make events last a little longer. Things had staying power. When you look at Michael Jackson's Thriller, he dropped the music video for that album a year after the album came out. That music video gave the whole album another second wind. And it's the reason Thriller is the highest selling album of all time. Now it'd be like,
damn, I did not know that.
The album did okay. And I guess there's no point of trying to make a music video. Like no one really watches music videos anymore. So I guess we're moving on to the next thing. No, if Michael Jackson.
Bro, music has been so chopped to me. Like I just have not been like he's saying, like nothing's been like, I've not been hyped for an album in so long. Even when like this ASAP Rocky album, man, like I gotta listen to it still, but it's just like
he was trying
I'm
to
just
create
not hyped
moments,
for it. It's just not the
one,
same,
but
bro.
multiple. Make the thing live on. Things aren't made to stick anymore. They're made to hold your attention until the next thing next week. Like an Instagram reel after reel. Just water falling over us. I knew
That's
something
true.
was off when the latest Taylor Swift album, it was the biggest album of all time for 1 week. 4 million copies in its first
I swear
week.
people hated this though.
And 2 weeks later,
She was
nobody
dropping like
talking about
horrible
it. Outside
bars.
one or
But
two
that's like
songs,
that's like just how Taylor
she
Swift
low-key
is. She's
fire. It
chopped.
made noise for 1 week, and most of the noise was fans complaining about it. Speaking of which, Stranger Things fans immediately moved on from the finale to thinking there was a new secret episode coming out. This might have been.
Okay, but to be fair, that's because the finale was chopped, bro. What is that ending? I actually don't even think that. I think killing Elle is not a bad decision. I think at this point, keeping Elle alive also wouldn't be a bad decision. Like, you haven't killed anyone at this point. There's no need to. Like, you've done the entire show. If you killed someone in the last episode, it low-key was just like for shock value, but that's fine. But the issue is the writers are trying to make it seem like it's like, oh, it's so you get to choose if she's alive. It's so that it's up to you. But no, they were just scared to choose. That's the only reason they did that, is because they were scared to decide which one. That's the only reason. They couldn't decide what would be better, so they left it open-ended.
The season as a whole
Horrible.
was kind of dusty, but I like that wrap-up. I feel like they did a good job of making
Like,
it
the
feel
final
like an event.
battle
But now that that's over,
was just,
GG's.
bro.
Like, what other
I watched like season 1 Stranger Things a little bit ago. Like, I was gonna watch all of it before the finale dropped, but then I just lost track of time and stopped after like season 3. But season 1, just the vibes on that is so good. But then it just became so
show
marvelly,
can
bro.
reach that level now? That was like the last big show. from
Like,
the
it became
beginning of
too
the streaming
large.
era, before everything was so fragmented. Even the biggest companies now are having a hard time getting everybody excited about something. I was just saying Marvel had the last peak pop culture moment. You can see even them trying to go back and be like, yo guys, remember when we were doing this crazy stuff? You want to see those same people again? Chris Evans, here's $50 million.
$50 million?
Please.
Is he even really gonna
It's
be in
funny to see
Doomsday?
this because
Doomsday
they're the
releases
ones
this year.
that killed
Jesus
their
Christ.
own hype. I think it's actually 3
Nah,
things
I
that
think Dune 2 was a bit of an event. That was crazy for like a week. But Dune 2 was like people who like if you know it. But Dune 2 is so peak, bro. What else was there? I mean, like I think Spider-Man, which one is it? No Way Home? I think No Way Home. There's Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home. I think No Way Home was a bit of an event. Was that pre or that was post Endgame? Yeah, that was way post Endgame because Tony was even dead in Far From Home. Yeah.
killed
Fuck,
the
bro.
event. Okay, who are the culprits? Now, I love streaming, all right? I like Netflix.
Knives out,
I love
bro.
the convenience. I'm downloading all my games. But convenience really made it so that nothing feels like an event anymore. It's like going to your
Yeah,
favorite
that's
restaurant
true.
every once in a while and getting your favorite meal from the best chef and thinking, you know what? I'm about to hire this guy to just live in my house. And at first, it's amazing. You get the chef to cook whenever you want. But over time, the food you were eating before seems a little less special. You're getting it for every meal. On top of that, the chef low-key is slacking off a little bit. He's like, I'm not working at the restaurant. I'm working at your house.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the bigger thing. I think with the like nothing's just there's less quality now. Way more of a focus on quantity. You know, if you have the best chef in the world cooking a fucking S tier meal for you every day and unique flavors and this, then it'd still be good. But original films aren't really a thing anymore. Right, like music, it's just like nothing really. No one's really putting out the level of quality that they used to, even a couple years ago. I mean, it happens, people do it, but it's just not like
going
as
that hard
common.
anymore, so the food doesn't taste as good. I feel
But I
like
think it's also because we're trying to hold on to the past a little too much, you know. Like instead of trying to find new artists, we're really hoping that these like we're really still hoping Frank drops an album. We're still focusing on Aesop, and these guys are legends. You know, they earned the right to take their time. I mean, Frank's never dropping, but I think because of that, it just feels like it's been so long that the expectations are too high and you're holding on to the past too much.
pretty much what happened here. I started using CDs again just to make listening to music feel more like an event. Just the process of
Interesting.
copying an album for like $2 at my thrift store, opening the thing up, I just like get a little, I'm like excited. I'm like, oh,
That's fair, that's fair.
Let's go listen to the new Whitney Houston album. Whatever I just did right there.
Yeah, but though,
I ain't doing that for the Apple Music vibes anymore.
but there's
bro,
not really
or
like
Spotify.
like
That
tough
brings us to our
rollouts
second
anymore for
culprit.
album, bro. Like the
Everyone
Donda rollout, that was the Donda rollout was
now
aura,
has their
man.
own algorithm. Before we'd all go to the same restaurant and eat from the same chef, we would have that shared experience. But now everybody has their own chef. And this is good and bad. Like we all like different
does he
foods.
mean?
Maybe we all want to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm feeling a little Japanese.
But there's too many
you know what I'm saying?
niches?
Maybe I'm feeling a little Indian tonight. You know what I'm saying? They can't just all feed us the same thing anymore. We get to choose. And that's cool. But we don't get to share. Or at least barely. Like I can eat all the food I want, bruh. But sometimes I
mean,
wanna
I
share
feel like
with
this was
somebody
always
else,
a
but
thing
we're
though,
all
no?
trapped
Like
in our own little bubbles. And the final killer.
I think
There's
there's just not like as mainstream things. Like, I feel like pretty much everyone followed Marvel back then. Like everyone was watching X show. Like what would be an example of that? Succession was pretty popular, but that was still a little too
There's
niche.
just too much of everything all the time.
Yeah.
Like, think about Star Wars. Remember when The Force Awakens came out?
Bro, that
The
was
hype for
fucking
was
crazy.
unreal. Being in the theater right before the opening crawl.
I really think that the show
Chewie,
incorporations with like
we're
movies
home.
is what fucked them
We're
over.
home, Chewie. But since then, we've gotten like 50 Disney Plus shows where you're in
Yeah.
that world basically every week. And
Like, it's just
80% of
too
the
much
time,
to
It's
follow.
not that fun to be in that world anymore. So now when they announced the Mandalorian movie, I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll be there, sure, maybe. Compared to, dude, I will be there no matter what. No matter what,
Oh
I
my
will be
God,
there.
bro.
Like,
Those-
it's
the new
night and
Star
day.
Wars,
The
like,
event of
sequels
it
are
is
chopped,
done.
but
This is
they
why
were
I think it might just be
entertaining. It was,
over
like,
for me
crazy to
for this
watch.
high school reunion, which again I have to plan. Online, everyone's always like, why would I go to my high school reunion? I see everybody online now. That's a valid point. How can I get anybody excited enough?
I mean,
to
whoever
leave
went
their-
whoever is excited to go to a high school reunion. I feel like there's two reasons to go to a high school reunion. One, you want to flex on people from your past. And two, you're one of those people who never left the past. Other than that, why are you going? I mean, if they're friends, I would assume you're still friends with them.
house and come to this thing. But the thing is, even with everyone feeling so isolated, even with all the noise, there's still a few creative people making me excited about things. Still finding cool ways to turn things into
Like who,
events.
man?
That's why I love what Timothy Chalamet has been doing with his movie
Oh,
right now. You can
see,
tell
he
that
knows,
this
bro.
dude is
Marty
just so
Supreme.
hyped about
Bro,
his
he
own
was
performance.
locked in the pop out drops, the fucking blimp. He put that shit. He did that shit, man. But even still, it feels like after like a week.
That he wants other people to feel.
They're
that.
doing another,
And
bro. I
at
want
first
that
I'm like,
jacket
"All
so
right, bro, this
bad,
guy's
bro."
doing too much. But then I realized he's the only one that's not doing the same thing as everybody else. At
He-
this
he
point,
was not
even
doing too
getting
much,
on
bro. He
Hot
did the
Ones, thing
perfect
that would
amount,
usually
man.
Be the fun internet thing to do. Even that's kind of the standard. It's expected at this point. So how do you do something unexpected? He's jumping on a track with SD Kid.
Oh,
'Cause everybody
Timmy,
thought
bro.
that they look the same.
Timmy's
They were the
actually
same
the
person.
goat,
He's
bro.
doing a video with Drewski. He's got the jacket, the orange blimps. He's rolling this thing out like it's a Travis Scott album. And you can do that when the movie actually has like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, and you know
Movie was
your
so
thing,
good,
your
bro.
product is good.
That's the
People
spirit.
hating
Marty
on it are
Supreme,
crazy.
Christmas Day, Marty Supreme, dream big, Marty Supreme, Christmas Day.
In a time when less and less
Or,
people are
bro.
going to the theater and watching, especially these small movies, I appreciate that somebody's actually trying to get people hyped about it. Not just saying, yo, yeah, I guess my movie's out, whatever. But being like, yo, this movie is fire. Let me help you. Let me do
He
you
was,
a
bro.
favor and
He-
show you why. And it's working.
Goat
It's one of the
marketing
highest
run,
grossing
bro.
A24 movies so far. Do not give this guy the Oscar
Goat marketing
under
run.
any circumstances. We need to see this hunger
What?
for at least the next 10 years.
Oh.
Sorry, Timmy. You did it to
That's-
yourself, bro.
that's
When you
fair,
can
though. That's
transfer
fair,
that
bro.
excitement, and then the thing
Bro,
itself
he
good,
is, like,
makes
actually
other people
locked
wanna
in,
transfer
man.
their excitement about it. Now
There's
we're
not very
all
many
hyped.
movie
Christopher
stars anymore either. Like Timmy's one of the last. He gonna be the next movie star, but I can't really think of like besides the old ones any new movie stars that have come. You know, like you have the old ones like Tom Cruise, Damon, what's his name, Leo. Oh, Leo's still so good. I have to watch one battle after another. I got like 20 minutes in. And my Wi-Fi was just chopped. It was freezing like every minute, so I gave up on it. But it looks so good, so I
was
gotta watch
selling
it.
tickets for the movie he's got coming out this year.
Oh, bro, I'm
a year in advance
so
of the
hyped,
damn
bro. I
concert,
gotta see it
and
in
they sold
70 mil.
out, And I bought one. But even with all this, something happened recently.
So annoyed
that
I
made
missed
me
the
feel
drop.
like it's about to be 10 times harder for anything to feel like an event.
Merger deal between Netflix.
Oh,
and
bro, if this
Warner
actually
Brothers Discovery.
happened,
And a deal valued at
This
nearly
is horrible, bro.
$83 billion.
With Netflix recently buying Warner Bros. And the head of Netflix being like,
How did
"Bro,
Warner
Barbie
Bros.
and
like, not have
Oppenheimer,
money,
we could've
bro?"
done that at home. It could have been just as big on Netflix. You mean the global phenomenon when we all got dressed up and went outside of the house
This
to
shit
go
was
to the
actually
theater
peak,
and
bro.
watch 2 movies in the same day together? We could have done that at home. Well, oh yeah, we could have done that at home. Yeah, no, you're right. Let's just do that at home.
Bro, it's
The whole
insane
point of
how,
that thing
like,
was
how
to
are these,
actually
like,
go out
executives of these
and make a
massive
day of
companies
doing something.
so
The
out
fact
of
that both
touch?
movies were good was just the cherry on top of the actual event of it. You take that away, that day is
I
not
don't get
that
it.
memorable. And that's the real thing I feel like we're losing here is the memories.
Like, they're
At the end
so
the
out of
day,
touch.
I just remember these things. I remember the feeling of a midnight launch for a game. I remember dressing up as the human spider.
Bro, I
before
remember when the
knowing-
El Cinco dropped, bro.
I remember being in
my El Cinco, man. I love that
New
thing.
York when the Knicks went to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years and the city was going insane.
crazy.
That's in here. Like going back to the restaurant idea, going out.
Bro, I
and
remember watching
actually
the
doing
Raptors
it puts a
win
memory in
live
my
at my
mind.
old
If I'm just
house,
eating it
man.
every day at home, you think I remember the 50th
crazy.
time I got Uber Eats to my place? They're trying to take away the memories,
true.
man. I refuse. I got 2 weeks left till this high school reunion, and I'm hyped. Okay, I want
Yeah,
to see
but
my.
part of it
friends.
is just
I
like
want-
people are like so. Like I was saying, like movie theaters, like people are so inconsiderate now. So it's like I see why people prefer watching movies at home. You know, you don't need to deal with some idiot going on his phone, but it kind of does ruin the experience a little bit. But it's like, what's the trade off?
I go. I want to help bring people together. I'm about to market this thing like it's my movie, okay? Christopher Nolan can hype his movie up a year in advance. I'm Nathan Nolan, man. This is my movie in real life.
Bro, a high school reunion is crazy, bro. I'm never going to one of those.
The thing feels warm and inviting.
This would be tough,
these
though.
old pics together, reminding us that we were just kids. But I could do all that and still nobody could show up. So I don't know. Let's see how it goes.
The hell going on? 2 weeks later, who showed up, man? Oh, people showed up. Bro, my friends won't go to Miami to get some BBL demons with me, bro.
Thank God. It could not have gone better. Way more people showed up than I thought would. I got to see so many of my friends for the first time in 10 years. Yeah, we could have seen each other online. We can just be in our own bubble. But in this way, sakes,
yeah, bro. Bro, there's actually so many things happening this year, though. I hope this is the year that changes shit, man. We got fucking Dune 3. We got... Wait, is Dune 3 dropping this year? I think so. Right? No. Wait, is it? Let me check that real quick. Oh, shit, it is December 18th, bro. We got Dune 3. We got... I think that's earlier. That's like July. And we got fucking Doomsday. Bro. Same day? Oh, shit. I did not realize that, bro. Oh, that's why people are saying Doomsday. I get that now. Bro, I'm fucking hyped, bro. There's so many good movies. Hey, bro, Spider-Verse is cooked. Spider-Verse... Like, this movie's just genuinely never coming out, bro. That was a pretty good video, pretty entertaining. I think hopefully shit will start coming back, bro. I think people are starting to come around to these events more and missing them, right? And starting to try and go to the theaters more and whatnot. So, hopefully it comes back, man. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Peace.